Howdy. I'm still in this office. This is extra room in my house. It's the office, not where I normally record. But I wanted to share some things with you guys today, and I'm not quite done in the basement. I'm almost there, but I'm not quite done. As you can see right here on the side of the frame, I hope that's coming up on the camera. That is, it's called Interrail modular system or something like that, but it's a system. They don't make them anymore, unfortunately, but I found a local train store that had some like new old stock or whatever, and it's a modular for doing a ceiling layout. So, not inexpensive either, unfortunately, and a little bit beyond my ability to install myself. I could probably do it, but that would involve my fat ass climbing up on a ladder and drilling holes in my ceiling, which I just feel like I'm not the handiest of guys in that way. So I feel like it would be a little not level, or I'd have unnecessary holes in my ceiling or something like that. If you want to show this to you guys real quick. So this is just a curve. What came in the basic thing was a circle of track. Back up a minute here. So it supports the R1 and R3 LGB. So by extension, I believe also the Pico, since they seem to be extremely similar. So this is a double. They have a single track system, and this is a double track system. So that means, like, okay, I'll do 2 tracks, because that means more trains. So that's good. So as I finish getting things, oops, it's fine. As I finish getting things organized in the house here and just getting life in order in general, and I've kind of settled on using this bedroom as my home office, I think. But once I'm got all that settled, I got a handyman guy I can call and see if he can come over and do this. He can probably knock it out in half a day, I would imagine, but it's just not something. There are these times in life, and I've learned this being a landlord. It's a lot easier just to pay people to do it right, just to pay competent people rather than do yourself. That's especially true with attorneys, but that's also very true with tradespeople. I am perfectly capable of changing my oil on my car, my truck, but I don't want to dick around with it for hours. I don't want to crawl around on the ground. I don't want it to slip off a jack and crush me. So I just, better to take it to the shop, right? Pay $50 or $60, whatever it is these days. So anyway, I'm excited about that. And then there was a sale at Train World on G-Scale, and I couldn't resist. So I bought a few things that I had been thinking about and procrastinating on for a while. And this is one of them. Wow, that almost fits in the frame. Cool. So this is the Rio Grande, obviously. Dome passenger car, just a dome car. I'll keep that up for a second. It's nice and long. I have some LGB hoppers that are nice and long. Not quite as long as like a USA Trains auto rack. And probably not quite as long as those like 60-foot box cars either, but nice and big and long, which is cool. I was really procrastinating on these for a while. I like them, but there are some things I do and don't like about the LGB models, and the price is one of the things I didn't like. The coupler system and the fact that those rubber membranes don't line up perfectly and stuff was another thing, but they do go around tighter curves. I have the layout I'm setting up in the basement right now has 10-foot curves, so that could accommodate just about everything, but my layout's very modular, so I don't think I'm going to always have 10-foot curves, and it would be nice to have something bigger running around if I wanted it to without changing everything. Jim Zim, that's a very, he has an interesting channel in that it has a couple themes. One of them is G-Scale trains, but he also does like vacations and cruise line stuff. It's all on the same channel, so you kind of have to sift through to find the train videos. But he has a Super Chief, LGB Super Chief, which is very similar model, just red. But he runs it around tight curves and stuff. And Yeah, just like those big LGB hoppers I have. It's a little cringe when you see it on a tight curve and the track sticking out from under the thing. But I mean, you know, we do what we can with the space that we have, and that's one reason I haven't gone crazy OCD modeling and being a rivet counter and all that, because you know, I want to try to keep it loose and have some fun with it and stuff like that too. So yeah, so this was $199 on Train World. I think they have a few left if you're interested. I will do an unboxing and a separate video for what's in this box. But this is the F7A unit that matches that train. It's DCC and all ready to go and everything, so that's cool. And that was $599. I had been procrastinating on it. I was like, do I want it? Do I not? Do I want to go USA Trains? And this, because LGB is not inexpensive, but by the time I put in the decoder and stuff, it's like just as expensive. So I was kind of, and I ultimately decided just to go with this. It went on sale. It was $599, and I'm like, okay, that's not a bad price for a new DCC locomotive. So I pulled the trigger on that. That'll be its own video. So look for that. And I probably waited a little too long. Like 2 years ago, you could find all the components for this train on most retailers' websites, but now they're sold out in most places. So that's going to be an adventure. I'll try to make it a fun adventure. Maybe it'll be an annoying adventure, but you know, I need some passenger cars and a dining car, a baggage car, and an observation car. That's going to take a minute to put together. One, because they're expensive, and two, I need to track them down. You know, one retailer I visit had a passenger car but no other pieces. I found another guy who thinks he might have an observation car in the stock room or something. He's going to get back to me. So it's going to be that kind of adventure, I can already tell. So it is what it is. But yeah, so that's just a little update. There should be full reviews and video of my layout in my basement, which is not like, I didn't like model some amazing thing. It's just a bunch of folding tables, and I put carpet underneath to keep the noise down there. And if you've seen some of my really old videos, it's kind of the same setup, but instead of a big long oval, it's like a big square and takes up a much bigger footprint in my basement. And there's kind of a double track thing going on, and I can utilize the DCC system I bought a year and a half ago and haven't really used very much. So I'm looking forward to all that, and big curves, so I can finally run some of my bigger stuff, at least for a little while. So just kind of an update video. I appreciate everybody that's been watching the rail fanning videos I've been uploading, and by next week should be several G-scale reviews a week, I think. And I also have a back catalog of Brio to review, and I did some HO, I filmed it and everything, and for whatever reason the files are just corrupted, which is really annoying. I will get back around to re-recording all that and hopefully re-uploading it and stuff, because I got a cool Broadway Limited switcher I wanted to share with you guys and stuff. But it's very, very annoying when you go through all the tedious process of editing and this, that, and the other, and then nothing will upload. So it's just like, deep breath, and I will come back to that at some point. But yeah, so that's that. I'm really excited about this, and I'll have some videos with my new F7, and probably I'll start out with like I have a Pico Santa Fe Camelback I'd like to share with you guys, and I have a New York Central 060 that I'd like to share with you guys also. So that's and that's a mogul. It's not a saddleback. It's an 060 locomotive, which there's a locomotive almost identical to that one just down the street from me at the Canfield Fairgrounds, and I'm going to grab some pictures of that to show you guys and whatnot. And maybe I really like the New York Central badging on it, but it's so similar. You know, this might be one of those things where I seek out someone to customize, because the one down the road came from Youngstown Sheen and Tube, and it just looks so close. I kind of want to send it out and get it decorated for Youngstown Sheen and Tube to have something local on my railroad, but I'm really on the fence. Maybe it's a matter of trying to find another one. I don't know. But that is that's gonna do it. Like, subscribe. Lots of videos are forthcoming, I promise. Thanks.